Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures, and today we have another model from Grimskull Miniatures. This is the Chaos Thunderhammer Smash Lord. So if you're looking for somebody to lead your Raptors, or if you didn't really care for Huron, World Ender, World Breaker, Spear Collector, whatever his name is, well, maybe this will be a nice little alternative. So I'm going to attempt to get this ruined package. There we go. Alright. All the important bits. So, as with most Grimskull or Wargame Exclusive or whatever you want to call them releases, they always have a cool, special, custom scenic resin base. This is no exception. He's got a bunch of ruins and skulls because, well, it's a grim, dark future, and what else are you going to have on the ground, right? Here we have the actual body, and it is incredibly spiky. This is my first time looking at it really in depth as well when it isn't online, and the casting quality, as always with Wargame Exclusive models, is just exquisite. Very, very nice. Unfortunately, I'm not as nice a painter as these models require. He's going to get a nice, good covering, but hopefully I can keep some of the detail still apparent there. You'll notice that he does have ball joints on every major limb, so you can kind of fiddle with it as you see fit. One of the interesting things is this model actually has an optional set of parts for his jumping, smashing action. You've got these cool bladed wings. And again, they're on... Oh, I thought they were on ball joints. Maybe these just go... Oh, well, it would help if I got the jetpack out. There's a whole lot of bits here. Whee! Let me show you them all. So we've got the ammo belt for his gun on his hand. Wouldn't be a Smash Captain without a big smashy hammer. You'll notice that there are two plugs there. You're going to get to decide what goes on. If I can find the... Oh, here we go. So we've got these two, I guess they're identical, smashy parts for the ends of the hammer. We have the head, which I am quite fond of. I like when the Chaos Marines are extra demonic looking, and that he definitely has going on there. We have appropriately grisly trophies on the shoulder pads. And again, these are going to just slot into the actual arms. And the last Wargame Exclusive model that I put together, I did notice that one shoulder was keyed differently than the other, so there was no fear of getting things mixed up there. You can see the gun on his arm. And I think that's the port for the ammo to feed through. Like so. Okay, here's one of the thrusters. And... you know what this is? This is the backpack. This is the jump pack, which is going to go like so. And then you have your choice, like I said, of wings or of thruster faces. So if you want a more traditional jump pack, that is an option. If you want to go full demon mode, possessed, forsaken, chosen, whatever they're called, you have that option as well. I'm going to go with the wings because why not? They look cool. The feet are quite neat as well, especially as I was saying, if you want to do some raptors or something, that is definitely going to be an option there. And then you have, okay, this is his belt that I can't get on the screen, and I don't know where it attaches. I'll figure that out in a little bit, but I think this actually is going to attach, and then this is going to somehow keep him on the base. We'll see how that goes. And finally, the other foot. So, outside of the movement choice between the wings or the thruster, not a whole lot in the way of options, but at least there is some variation on how you want to pose him. So that's always a plus. I'm going to start getting him built, and hopefully he will turn out okay. Fingers crossed. Sit tight while I get this guy all put together. Now I've got our Chaos Smash Captain all finished up here. I didn't actually glue him to his base yet, and I'll show you why in just a sec. I thought at first he was supposed to be actually quite modular, but it turns out he really wasn't. His arms kind of just locked in exactly where they needed to go. His claws were designed for each individual foot, and his wings, because naturally I was going to put the wings on, why would I have boring jump jets, I actually had a notch in the backpack to make sure that's exactly where they went, which was kind of annoying because when I put them together, this wing was actually kind of bending directly into the thruster, and I did have to heat it up, and I've played with it a couple times, but I think at this point it's as good as it's going to get. Everything else seemed to line up really nicely. The shoulder pads were keyed specifically for each of the arms, so that wasn't too much of an issue. And then this was kind of cool. I couldn't figure out how his belt of decorations and, you know, tchotchkes, for lack of a better word, I can't think of the word I want to use here, but all of his trophies here, actually there's two little notches right underneath his backpack there. You can see where, I'm just going to borrow this tyrant here, you can see where these two hooks attached. That's actually, there's two slots in there and the whole thing slides in, and what was nice was this trophy belt thing actually sits on the loincloth and locks in perfectly. And you can see there's a skull that actually is attached to the loincloth, and it all holds it up pretty well. And then these little doodads that are hanging off the end of it actually act like claws, and with his claws are going to all end up attaching to the base like so. And I mean, you can kind of position it wherever you want, but the fact that he actually can hold his pose without any glue or blue tack, even though I have it handy. Oh, you know what? Fine. Here. I don't want to hear any complaints. Okay. So you can kind of get the idea. Now, actually, he's aiming a little bit lower than he should be. That's okay. So, how does he scale? Obviously, he's pretty big. Body size wise, I mean, he's going to be a lot bigger than our Marine friend here. But my first thought was, what if I had a Smash Captain that was an Imperial one? And you know what I do? I have this Imperial Blood Fist, whatever, Smash Captain here, who's painted up in basically Blood Angel colors. And you can see he is absolutely Primaris sized, and so is our Chaos friend. I don't have any other Chaos models handy, unfortunately, that are painted. Otherwise, I would totally show them off, but I really like this guy's look. Haven't ever had any issues with Wargames Exclusive, and I continue to be impressed by their output. So, really cool looking model. I do like the fact that we have some variety in terms of how he's going to be flying around. I wish there was a little bit more variety in terms of how he could be posed. And as always, I do wish things were a little bit cheaper, because I like to be cheap and get that money spent where it can be. On the plus side, I have noticed that Wargame Exclusive has been running a lot more sales on their website, and slowly but surely they do seem to be entering into third-party retailers online, especially on eBay. So if you have those eBay bucks or cashback or coupons or credits, do keep a lookout for this stuff, because you could get it for a reasonable price then. So overall, cool-looking kit. Definitely if you like the spiky, chaosy monster aesthetic, which I absolutely do, he is a shoo-in for a cool-looking model. Use him for a Night Lord, use him for a Raptors champion, you could use him for all sorts of things. Me, I'm probably just going to paint him up in Black Legion and find where I put the rest of my Black Legion along with Abaddon, and hopefully have them all hang out later and maybe show up in a kill team. Who knows? Anyway, with that said, this is High Lord Tamerlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye for now.